Yo, guys, what's going on? LuckyRave is back again to give you guys my live stream discussion / review on Dead Rock Chapter 14. And I've been meaning to talk about this chapter for a while. Okay, I've been meaning to talk about Chapter 14 for like eons. Oh my god. I do apologize for that. I really do, because right around the time this chapter was coming out, that's when your boy started going back into work. And when it comes to work, it gets kind of tough, like trying to find time to, talk about things you love to talk about and just managing things, right? But I told myself that before this month ends, before August comes to an end, I will talk about chapter 14 because we're finally getting something for a particular character. Okay, we're finally getting something huge from Yakuto. And before I delve into that, y'all know how the drill works. I gotta go through the chapter and just break it down, give my thoughts. And since it's only one chapter, this is simple, super super simple. And besides, the month's not even over yet, so that's the thing. Usually, when a chapter comes out for a monthly series, usually you've got the entire month to like just tackle it. So it's not like a weekly series where it's like, oh man, I gotta tackle it the same week. And usually when it comes to me, I like talking about chapters when they first drop, okay? Even doing episode streams. I love talking about them relatively within like the first day or two it comes out. And I say that, and 100 Years Quest episode 7 just came out Sunday. And I still gotta tackle that. That one I'm gonna try to save for like later tonight. I'm gonna save that for later tonight, and then the following day, which will be tomorrow, I'm going to tackle Fairy Tail 100 Years Quest Chapter 166. I think that's the latest one that came out, right? Right? It's a 160. Yeah, it's 166. So Fairy Tail 100 Years Quest Chapter 166. That live stream I'm going to save for tomorrow, and then later on tonight I will do a stream for Fairy Tail 100 Years Quest episode 7 because it's a nice episode. I'll leave it with that. But for anyone that wants to look forward to that stuff, that's going to be coming later tonight. But let's dive into chapter 14 because I'm already about like close 3 minutes in. I haven't even talked about it. So 14 start off with a nice, beautiful cover page with Frey just chilling at the beach. Wonder who she's posing for. Pretty sure it's for Yakuto. I mean, it's nothing big. It's just her, like, we've seen her in a top, but like now we see like, her panties too. Nothing explicit, by the way. It's just basically usual photo shoot. That's what this is. It's a usual photo shoot with Frey. But if I had to take a guess, especially with the blushes going on, pretty sure she's trying to, woo over Yakuto. Pretty sure. But anyway, moving on to the main meat and potatoes of the chapter. We see everyone just gathered, and God is like descended above them. He's like, students, those who have survived another month, congratulations! And Yakuto was like so like, like tunnel vision. Like he's focused on God, and he remembers what Magumagi says, which we come to find out what happens here. This will take time. Oh, really? Can't you do it in a snap? Magi-sama, and Magumagi lays it out simple. She says, it's sealed with the power of God himself. Ordinarily, I wouldn't even be allowed to touch an item like this. And, Yakuto says, God's weakness should be written in that book. And she again lays it out flat. Like, look, I'm not looking to make an enemy of God. And the only thing he mentions is like, look, we just need you to remove the seal in that book. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Then Zalesia, aka Chaco, says something that kind of starts, putting the pieces together for her. Because we have known Chaco has been wanting to do this for Yakuto. for some time now. What the reasons are, we haven't really had much idea. But we finally get the answers for her here. And she says, God massacred his people, including his family. I've been through something like that too. So it goes to show you that Zalessia has gone through some kind of experience similar to Yakuto. Maybe in the same sense that God did something to, Mr. God. Let me be specific here because I don't know if I'm saying it like that. Mr. God, massacre her folks too. That's entirely a possibility. It could just be that. Also, my good lady Blue Star's here. So you're gonna review this chapter twice in one day. Well, funny thing, Blue. Let me just say this. I actually was gonna tackle this live stream discussion last night, but let me just say, after tackling the One Piece chapter live stream discussion, which I did that early, okay? I did that live stream discussion for the chapter like early on in the day. And by early I mean like just as soon as I got off from work. But let me just say, I was worn out towards the end of the day. Like I was so super worn out, and I just told myself, I'm gonna save this for like as soon as I get back from work. And that honestly, the timing of me doing this and us doing the stream we're gonna do later on in the day, I think is kind of funny. Actually, that's pretty funny. But let me move on with the chapter. So yeah, that's an interesting bit of detail here with Chaco, that she mentions that she's been through a similar experience like that too. So I want to know more details, Chaco. Zalessia, give us more details. A mere statement like that just makes you more curious. You know? Let me see here. Yeah, Magu Maggie notices. We cut back to the present timeline. Well, did you take down that numbskull who trashed my home? I'll do what I can. I'm just remembering what she said. Then God. He mentions this, and I remember reading this part and just thinking like, damn, holy shit. Like he says this. Not this isn't the crazy part. It's what he says after this. Those who graduate from the school will become demon rulers. In the human world, you'll get everything. Devote yourself to your studies and become great rulers. And like I said, Yakuto is like so focused and he's like, okay, the objective is right in front of me. I am not letting my sights off on this guy. And dude, God, he notices too. He's like, that reminds me. The vice principal recently passed away. Vice versa, right? Students from our school killed him. So obviously, like the way this man's like looking, and like he's pleased. Okay, the man is pleased, but he's like, oh yeah, students killed like him. Students from our school, like like they like night him. They bodied him, and like it's a very smug look. He's like, yeah, students from our school killed him. I'm like thinking, damn, holy shit. Like, and you see like the drop of sweat that falls from Yakuto's face. Some of the students are just like, excuse me? Even like Mikoto, notices Frey. And, we got Ryzen over here dropping sweat. Honey's like trying to keep a straight face too. And Chaco, oh my god, Chaco's reaction is priceless. She's just like, it wasn't us. It wasn't us. Yakuto was like the one person that's unfazed. Is like, keep a chill face, chill face. I mean, like I said, Mikoto and Frey aren't exactly freaking out, but they are like just glancing at one another. They are glancing at one another when it comes to this. And like I said, this man starts smirking, and what he says here had me going like, okay, this man is not phased one bit. In fact, like he is like what's the word I want to use here? He's ecstatic, super utter ecstatic. He says, "Fantastic work, just what I want to see from Dead Rock students." The fact that he's not even phased, Because honestly speaking, I thought this man was going to be pissed. Based on the last chapter, I thought he would have been like pissed as all hell when it came to the defeat of Bren. I thought he would have been like, okay, now I got to take measures into my own hands. But no, this man is thrilled. Okay, he's hyped as shit when it comes to his defeat, and that is saying so much for God. Okay, I'm gonna just say that right now. That is saying so much for Mr. God, because I don't know. What kind of head teacher would be happy that the vice principal or teachers Blue? That's a good question. That's honestly a very good question. I mean, I guess someone like, God is like so ecstatic about that. I guess that just makes his day. I guess that does. And honestly, I want to know more about like the school system, okay? Like here's the thing. It's already saying so much that you damage school property, it's an issue. But killing one another? Really? Like killing one another. That's where the line's not drawn. It's, property damage. That's where the line's drawn for Dead Rock. I mean, for look, with what Hero has established within Dead Rock thus far, it does say so much. It really does. But he says this: students run, dance, fight, kill, bathe yourselves in blood. Tomorrow we will hold our school day. Our school field day. Let me be more specific. Our school field day. And here's the thing. I thought the arc was going to be called the, Field Day Massacre arc. That's what I thought. And it's still very much that. But instead, the field day is just called this, Dead or Alive. Now, interesting title, by the way, to call it that, Dead or Alive. And again, you see the expressions from all these people. And Saru's just like, oh, what? Saru's the only one I noticed who's just like, come again? Like, homie, well, what are you talking about? And Baltigore's just like, sweet. And then you got, the voluptuous, not voluptuous. Y'all know what I'm referring to. Lilith, who's just like, this'll take out a bunch of students. And then, of course, you've got freaking Lozen saying, I've been waiting for this, Mr. Principal. Battle, 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 battle! And of course, Frey. The minute this man pops on screen, Frey is like pissed as shit, and I don't blame her, okay? Given with what happened with her sister, I don't blame Frey at all. And Chaco, Celeste is just like, dead or alive, rising. It's about whether we survive or not. Then you've got Honey saying, what a horrible name. Are you stupid? And Mikoto's just like, I agree. What the hell? Like, this is dumb as shit. But then she looks over at Yakuto. And she's like blushing, right? Now, here's the thing. For all the Yako Miko shippers out there, I don't know if that's the actual full name. But we have Yaku Frey, which is Yakuto and Frey. And then, of course, now Yakuto and Mikoto. It's not an impossible ship. Let me just say that right now. And I'm only saying it's not impossible because we know Yakuto has like kind of blushed at Mikoto. And to be fair, he's done the same thing with Frey. So this could be a situation where Mikoto and Frey have to like, yo, how are we going to split this up? Do I take Yakuto in the daytime, you take him in the nighttime? Is that how this is going to work? Like, obviously, I'm joking. Obviously, y'all know I'm joking about this, but it shows that she has a bit of interest. She's like, I wonder if a certain someone lit a fire under the principal. And Yakuto, you don't see his like eyes, okay? You don't see his eyes whatsoever. But it does show you just how focused he is. More so to a point where he says, once I know his weakness, even God will be beatable. And like I said, God is like focused in on Yakuto too, so he knows. This man knows what is going on, okay? Since the dragon form, he's kind of like paid close attention. Even before that, when Max was revived and Yakuto just like was like just peeking through the meetings. He knew some shit's going on. Something is going down here. And I'm gonna keep a close eye. He's doing the same thing. Like Yagato thinks he's playing 4D chess. Let me just say right now, God himself is like just nope. I'm very much aware with what's going on. To a degree. But we move back to the dorms, okay? Student dorm bone rampage. And this is where everyone's having the discussion. What do we do at field day anyway? That's what Frey's asking. And Ryzen says, usually we'd be running, jumping, exercising stuff. And Chaco's just like, it's called Dead or Alive, though. Ryzen says, well, I guess we'll be killing each other. And Yagato's like, that's technically a form of exercise, too. Honey's like, are you stupid? He says, I'll survive no matter what happens. So I can defeat God. G-O-D himself. And then, of course, Ryzen says, I want to be Demon King. Hate to break it to you, Ryzen. That title belongs to Shiki. Okay? That title belongs to Shiki. So if you want to be Demon King, you gotta go through Shiki. Look, if we ever get like a Mashima Hero sequel, I'm pretty sure that's the kind of conversation that would go down between Shiki and Ryzen. I'm 100% sure that's what will go down. But anyway, back to this. Frey goes like, why? And Ryzen lays it simple. To get rid of the curse on the sword. And Honey's like, you called a princess. That related to the curse? And he says, shut up. And then Frey drops the $1 million question. Something many of us have all been wanting to figure out. And she asks, hey, why'd you come to Dead Rock, Mikoto? Because you have to think about this. We have a little bit of an insight for Zalessi, okay? A little bit. That potentially we can infer that she's in it for the same reason as Yakuto. That something happened to her, her family, her people, and she wants revenge. You can infer that. That's not flat out confirmed yet, but you can get the implications of, okay, so she has a path that's similar to Yakuto in that sense. Frey, of course, we know she wanted to be like her sister and surpass her. And obviously, given with what happened with her older sister, she now has a goal to take down Lozen. We know that. We know about Hein too, which, again, so far, R.I.P. Hein. That man is, for the time being, just gone. He's just gone. But it still makes you wonder. What's been Mikoto's backstory? Mikoto's been like the wild card here. We've been all trying to figure out what is Mikoto's like goal. Why did she come to death? And I think it's saying something because she says this flat out. Like, no chills whatsoever. She says this bluntly. She says, to die. And they're all just like, wait, what? Yakuto says it himself. He's just like, that's disturbing. And Ryzen's like, hey, if you died, that'll probably off me too, And she's just like, I was only joking. And Frey's like, I figured. And I love what Choco says here, because Choco gets like so pissed off. She's like, that joke was messed up. Are you stupid? That even catches Honey off guard. She's like, excuse me? Wait, say that one more time. But Yakuto's the only one that notices, like, wait, maybe there's some truth to that. Maybe. because she just smiles, right? Then we cut over to the next day. The Dead Rock Field Day. Dead or Alive will now commence. Everyone is super excited, they're cheerful. The class that wins will receive a very special privilege. An audience with God himself. Which, given this statement right here, that to me only just says it further proofs of what Hero has intended for Dead Rock to be. A limited short series, right? That's what this is supposed to be, a short series. So given that this is what the outcome is, that it's, the privilege, an audience with God himself. Everyone's excited. Yakuto is just thinking like a chance to get close to God. And the way this man is smirking. Like, Yakuto, I get it. You'll get the opportunity to avenge your family. I get that. But chill, my guy. Just chill. Like, look, just chill. Keep an open mind. Keep a cool head like you've been doing. Okay? Because God's testing you. The man is testing you right now. That is what is going on here. Don't waver. But that like the saying goes, do not waver from your objective. But it also doesn't mean get super excited, because sometimes when it comes to situations like this, you can get thrown off in a massive way. But I'm gonna move forward. Hey, that guy, I heard he took down Cougar. He stole my prey. And this guy's name is E.G. He's from class 1A. Oh my god. I know it's only been a few weeks since I finished My Hero Academia, but I'm still trying to let that feeling sink in, and I'm just like, yo, you ain't a part of Deku's class. Get out of here. And this guy's root is Werewolf. This other guy's from class 1A. And his root is Gargle. His name is Dest. Interesting. But yo, Yakuto looks over, and EG's like just giving him the expression. And he's like, yo, Chaco, so someone's glaring at you. And Chaco once again points out, she's like, not me, are you stupid? And Honey once again is like just so freaking thrown off. He's like, do you like that catchphrase? Like, he just doesn't know what to say. Like, the man is like just, that's usually my shtick. What can I say? I mean, look, is this insinuating Honey X Chaco? Is that what we're going with here? Because Hero, I've known your work since Rave Master, okay? I know how you operate. From Rave Master to Fairy Tail, Eden Zero especially? If that's what we're insinuating here with Honey X Chaco, first of all, that dynamic would be freaking hilarious as hell. Well, let me just say that. If that's what you're going for here, and I'm not saying that is 100% guaranteed, but if that's the ship we're going for, is Honey Chaco, I mean, yo, sign me up. Sign me up on Honey Chaco, because that is, I mean, they take after each other. What can I say? But anyway, moving back to this. Ryzen says, seeing everyone together like this, and Frey just says, yeah. Not Honey, but Mikoto says, a lot of them look strong. And Honey's like, I've been checking them out. The guys who glared over here are EG and Des from Class A. And then you've got Setsuna from Class 1B, and then Lloyd from Class C. Virgio is a second year from Class A. Or not from Class C, he's just a second year. Then there's Eris, who's a third year, known as the head of the head of the delinquents. See, I don't know if I'd be proud of that, but I guess for Dead Rock, it is fitting. I'll give it that much. whoever we go up against, we won't lose. Class F will win this. Well, the rules are simple. Just kill each other until time's up. That's it. For each person you knock out or kill your class, for each person you knock out or kill, your class will receive 1 point. And this is crazy. Taking down a teacher will net you 10 points. Which, a teacher, taking down a teacher, let me repeat that one more time. Taking down a teacher will net you 10 points. I mean, it is called Dead or Alive. I get that. But the fact that we're including faculty members in this too? Like, even the students are, like, kind of freaked out. They're like, the teachers are joining in too? Are you serious? But God lays it out flat. He's just saying, hey, don't worry. I won't be participating. After all, I am the objective, right? Why spoil the fun on me? But he still goes on to say, let's just open the battlefield. And he's like, another anthill? No, it's deeper this time. Wait, this wind is weird. It's blowing classmates apart. And listen, I'm going to tell you this right now. I had a video discussion planned on what's about to pop up. And quite honestly, I am so thankful that I actually didn't get a chance to upload this, because I was wondering about this dude for ages. We have a cloaked figure, and it's none other than Babel, the Hecatonciary. This man is here, and I've been wondering since his first appearance, since he was teased at the end of Volume 2, what is this man gonna do? Like, what is his role? Like, he's just been big chilling. And now we come to find out, like, what is this guy's role? Because I did wonder if he was going to play a part in, the School Day Massacre arc. And now, that's what we're about to get. That's what we're about to get right now. Like, he's here. So obviously he's going to play some role. And and he's just been, writing down stuff. Like hieroglyphics. That's what this looks like. It looks like just, like, not Egyptian hieroglyphics, obviously, but, it definitely does scream like equations. Like foreign, like ancient language, if you will. That's what this looks like. I mean that in a good way. But basically, Yakuto sees where he's at, and I'm not gonna lie, dude. Like, the Hero's artwork's always been great. It's been amazing, as always. But, dude, the attention to detail, like, on the statues, too. It just goes to show you, like, where we are with this. It really does. But Yakuto's just like, yo, where am I? I can't be below Dead Rock. And then he just thinks, like, wait, this is the Antelian Pit, level gate, and Yakuto's, like, just right there. So he's, like, below. There was a gate level underneath the Antelian Pit. That's how I ended up in this weird place. Anyway, I need to hurry up and link up with everyone. We're at too much of a disadvantage with our small class size. And then you see what's going down. He turns around. He's like, "Yeah, I found you, Firsty." And of course, given that Yakuto still has the flames, the right arm of the Black Dragon, he says, "Dragon." Not Dragon Flame. Dragon Frame. He sends him back, and he says, "With the power of the White and Black Dragon, I can fight like before." And then he notices a beeping sound go off, and he's like, "Wait, when did this get on my wrist?" The number went up, and again, so it started with 1, and then it became 2. So Yakuto took out one person, which obviously went up to 1. Then there's another one that went up. So it went from 1 to 2. And the person that took out the second contender was Mikoto. And she's like, "I see, we're gaining points." And then, which I said this, I said, if you guys don't know, I made a discussion video before Chapter 14 came out about the Field Day Massacre arc. And one of the things I said in that discussion video was, who is going to be the person that is somehow like overseeing this, right? Now, he's not exactly overseeing the Field Day Massacre, but he is taking a part in this. And that is Baltagar. Because he says this, he says, pretty cool power you got there. Now come into my sea, the Sea of Sadness. One of the 4 demon teachers, Root, Kraken, Baltogar. And yo, because you have to think about this. You had Bren, you had Lilith, you had Lozen, and you had Baltagar. Okay, you had those 4. Bren's gone. He ain't coming back. Obviously. He is obviously gone. But Baltagar, I was like, this fool has to play a part, okay? Like, everyone's had some sort of a connection, okay? Like I said, Hein's connection was not actually one of the 4 teachers, which is saying so much. But, like I said, Frey has an objective to take down Lozen for what he did to her sister. Obviously. And then he's one of the 4 teachers. And this is where things get interesting. Okay? So he says this. And Mikoto's just like, oh. But he goes on to say, rotten luck for you running into a teacher. But she's happy, okay? She says, what a stroke of good fortune. And the main reason she came to Dead Rock, she says this, the reason I came to Dead Rock was to watch you die, Baltagar. And that's the closure of the chapter, okay? This is the ending of chapter 14. I'm going to just say it right now. Just for this chapter alone, amazing plus. No, scratch that. We're going to go pure perfection. This is a pure perfection chapter. And if I'm judging this correctly, this is probably, I want to say chapter 2. Yeah, it is chapter 2 of volume 4. Right? No, not even. Let me think. Because chapter 12 should be the beginning of volume 4. So 12, 13. Okay, so chapter 3, actually. Chapter 3 of volume 4. That's what this is. So the next chapter, chapter 15, should be the penultimate chapter. Not penultimate. It should be the final chapter of volume 4. And given that it's going to be the final chapter of the 4th volume, we're going to get something huge, okay? We're going to get some more insight from Mikoto. And I am so excited to see what we're going to learn about with Mikoto, okay? And with this expression, like, you can just tell she's ready. She says, the reason I came to Dead Rock was to watch you die. So, what that backstory is, that has me intrigued. And plus, maybe it's actually a good thing I didn't get a chance to talk about the chapter until now, because at this current point in time, there's only just a couple weeks left until we get chapter 15. So, I'm curious. I'm so excited to know with what Mikoto's backstory is going to be. And do expect a discussion video. 110% there will be a discussion video for Dead Rock. That'll be coming out probably, let's say, within the weekend's time frame. That's my estimate ballpark. It's like weekend's time frame, that's when this will be coming. But overall, you guys, that is pretty much my thoughts when it comes to this live stream discussion / review on Dead Rock Chapter 14, aka the penultimate chapter in Volume 4. Let me know what you guys' thoughts were on this chapter. What was your favorite part about it? Did you guys have any gripes with the chapter? And aside from that, guys, that's pretty much it. I'm LuckyRave. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more Dead Rock content, Hiro Mashima content. And I will catch you guys on the flip side. Laters.